Hello everyone, this is Metal Kid Doc, back for another video. In the last episode, we took on the St. Anne, and we leveled up Hipster a bit. And you're probably wondering why I'm back here, like, around where Pewter City is, where Diglett's Cave is. Well, I was trying to get a Pokemon to learn the move Cut, or Tempchu, but Tempchu can't actually learn Cut. And then I realized Tempchu can learn another one of the moves we're going to need for a later dungeon, and so I decided to go and get the Pokemon TM Flash, which we can get now, but turns out a Pokemon with claws like Tempchu here can't learn the move Cut. I mean, Pikachu's known for nibbling through things, but apparently it can't learn Cut, but a Pokemon that doesn't have arms like Dugtrio here, which I found on the way over, I found on the way over to get Flash, can actually learn the move Cut, which is kind of sad, honestly. But yeah, I used a Repel and I ran into a frickin' Dugtrio that was higher level than my Ivysaur. So yeah, Repels can't save you, and let's get on with the video because I've been talking for too long. But that was just a funny thing I was trying to do. I was trying to get Flash off screen, but I might as well show it off. You have to catch 10 Pokemon in order to get it. Hi, remember me? I'm one of Professor Oak's aides. If your Pokemon has a complete Pokedex of 10 species, I'm supposed to gift you a reward. So yeah, there is some merits to actually catching them all. Trusted HM05. Okay, it's an HM. In other games, it's yes, I have. He's gonna have 23 Pokemon at this point. And we got HM05, which is Flash. Tempchu can learn Flash, and we're not really gonna need Cut for that many. We're only going to need it for one other thing that's coming up after the gym. But Flash is going to be important for a certain cave. It's going to be... and I wanted to teach Tempchu that, so it could at least have our side character here get a little more screen time. I mean, at this point in the game, we're not going to be using Tempchu, but it's important to note that, like... I just think it's important to at least let our side characters get a little more screen time before they outlive their usefulness. And yeah, we're going to be taking on the gym in this episode. Hopefully we don't run any more Dugtrios. And if you go back that way, that just leads back to Viridian City. And so yeah, Dugtrio can learn Cut, but Pikachu cannot. And I want to see if this actually works. I want to use the move Dig and see if it can take us out, because it depends on which way you go. Okay, no, it just takes you back to Route 2, which is kind of sad. But if you do get stuck in like a dungeon and need a way out, Dig can actually save your life. It can save so much time. Let me use one of our Repels to get out of here. We might run into another Dugtrio, because it doesn't, like I say, it doesn't repel Pokemon that are lower. It only repels Pokemon that are lower level, not all Pokemon. So you might run into a higher level Pokemon if you just somehow run into a wild Pokemon. That's what happens. Hopefully we don't run into another Dugtrio, because those things can be brutal. They learn. Oh, of course. But we're gonna get better Repels later on, because right now, these can only, like, help with 100 steps. And yeah, last episode, you're probably wondering about the editing. Well, it was because I actually couldn't crop out the Visual Boy part of the video, because it was an hour long, and so I decided, why not use Adobe Premiere and actually get some editing mileage out of our videos. And you might see a bit more editing later on. You never know. But, yeah, I decided to I might go a little ahead with the editing. I really want the quality of the series to boost up by the end of this. Like, I want like, the final episode to be way, like, 10 times better than, like, the first episode. And while Dugtrio will be helpful for our gym fight coming up, because it's an electric type, I do not want to use Dugtrio. I don't want to be cheap. I want our two Pokemon to go at it and see if we can... Okay, well, we're gonna need... Okay. Well, we're gonna use Dugtrio, we're just not gonna use it in a battle. Because I forgot, we have to have Cut on our feet. We have to have Cut on hand in order to do this gym. And before we continue, it'd be wise for you viewers at home, if you are playing alongside me, to actually go and get yourself some Paralyze heals. Probably just 1 or 2 or 3 of them. Because, like I said, this dungeon is... No, not dungeon. This gym fight is an electric type. So it'd be pretty wise to just make sure you don't get paralyzed by the Pokemon in here. But yeah, let's go inside. Yo, champ in the making! Lieutenant Surge has a nickname. People refer to him as the Lightning American. He's an expert on electric Pokemon. Bird and Water-type Pokemon weren't matched poorly against electric type. Beware of paralysis too. Lieutenant Surge is very cautious. He locked himself in, so it wouldn't be easy getting to him. Yep, we have a general we have to fight. And the gimmick here is these trash cans. There's a switch in each of them, and they, like, if you find one switch, one will be right next to the trash can, and that's the puzzle. And we fight these trainers, and let's go fight this guy here. I want Hipster to get more experience, though. This is no place for kids, not even if you're good. How dare you underestimate me? I took down an entire cruise ship, you know. And yeah, this guy is Pikachu. Yeah, get used to seeing Pikachu in this gym, because it's like the main early game Psychic type. Oh, and they like to use Double Team too, so keep that in mind. Yeah, Pikachu's kind of physically frail, so I'm just trying to see if I can take it down with Headbutt before it starts spamming Double Team. Yeah, it's gonna be... Oh, yeah, see, static. That's another reason why this gym can be annoying. If you have, like, a physical attacker, it's gonna get paralyzed. Believe me. That's what's gonna... And, of course, they're just gonna spam Double Team, too. So, you're gonna miss a lot of attacks and all that. And that's gonna happen, too. You're paralyzed. Okay. I'm glad I bought more Paralyze heals, especially for this dungeon. I usually don't like to use healing items, but I think here it's kind of worth it just to cure paralysis. I'm not gonna try to focus on potion. I'm gonna potion after fights. I just want these fights to be interesting. Sure, it means more suffering on my end, but it's worth it because it leads to more entertainment value. Like the last episode. Yeah, that rival fight where I lost, that was the highlight of the video, in my opinion. Nope, there's only trash here. Trash. I'm the trash man. Hey, there's a switch under the trash. Turn it on. And so, the thing you have to remember... Oh, okay. We're gonna get interrupted, but... What I'm about to say is that the second switch will always be next to the first. Which I did not know as a kid, so I was stuck on this puzzle for hours. Until I randomly lucked out. Of course, Voltorb's faster. Yeah, Voltorb. I mentioned it earlier in the caves, but... It's pretty fast, it's pretty good. I mean, I'd say it's kind of weaker on the attacking side, but it's faster too, and that's important. I should have maybe started using just plain psychic attacks on Pikachu so I wouldn't get hit by paralysis, because it only works with contact moves. But, hey, we won anyway. There was no consequence to us whatsoever. Okay. And we have a Magnemite, which I'm actually going to switch out for, because Psychic does not do good against Steel. Like, I mentioned that earlier. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Yeah, in fact, Steel type, like I said, was invented because of Psychic types. So, yeah, it's always good to switch out for your counters. Yep, and once again, paralysis. I might heal before the boss fight. I think that'd be pretty important to do. Oh, you're using Parafusion strats. Ugh. That's like a thing in, like, competitive where, like, they would use, like, fusion and paralysis. I think NPCs do it a lot more, but it's pretty cheap. I mean, I use Leech Life and... Oh, not Leech Life. I use Leech Seed and Sleep, but that actually feels more earned because, well, the opponent can break out of sleep, and it does make you kind of vulnerable. So there's a little more strategic value to this. While here it's just annoying. Nope, there's only trash. Hey, okay, yeah. If you fail the switch, the locks reset. So you have to go through this all again. And good thing we don't have to fight any more trainers in this puzzle. So we'll just do the puzzle and then come back, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't reset if we do both switches correctly. Nope, there's only trash here. Nope, only trash. Hey, there's a switch under it. Turn it on. Oh, yep, there we go. See? We did it. Just remember, this switch will always be right next to it. It will always be in either... It'll be in, like, a directional pad. So, like, if it's right here, it'll be here, 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 or here. And if it's, like, down here, that's pretty easy. You just pick this one or this one. It will never be diagonal from it. From the switch. Yeah, I'm gonna go heal. I think I can get away with just fighting that one guy before Lieutenant Surge and then just fighting him. I know I feel like I haven't learned my lesson from like the last time, because with Misty I just fought her outright. But I think I can get away with just defeating this one dude. Maybe if I start with Ivysaur. And Ivysaur's gonna probably be our star player in the fight coming up. Because, you know, Magnemite's a thing, and... Let's just fight this guy. When I was in the army, Lieutenant Surge was my strict code. He was a hard taskmaster. Yeah, he looks like he's been in a war or two, and he has a Pikachu. But yeah, that makes me kind of... There's always a theory going around about, like, Lieutenant Surge and, like, what war he was in. There's, like, a Great Pokemon War or something. Because usually when you think of Pokemon, the last thing you think of is, like, war. Unless you're playing Pokemon Conquest, but that's a whole other can of worms. Because that's, like, Nobunaga's... It's like Nobunaga's ambition crossed with Pokemon. And that's what it's like. But that's the only other time I think of Pokemon in war. But Lieutenant Surge, I wonder what war he was even in. And it would have been a cool Pokemon Generations episode if you think about it. And okay, we're gonna actually just use our potion to heal. I'll let Hipster start out the fight, but I'll probably once we get to, like, Lieutenant Surge's ace, we will... Well, I'll let Ivysaur probably take care of that. Hey kid, what do you think you're doing here? You won't live long enough in combat, not with your puny power. I'll tell you, kid, let your Pokemon save me during the war. They zap my enemies into paralysis. The same as I'll do to you.
You will not laugh. You will not cry. You will learn by the numbers. I will teach you. Now get up. Get on your feet.
Now get on the ground and do 20 push-ups. There we go. I have to do Sergeant Gun from Full Metal Jacket there. Let's let Hitster deal with this. And this move is Shockwave, and Shockwave essentially never misses. And I think it can paralyze, but it's just got base 60 power, and it just never misses. It's one of those moves. So even if you put status on Voltorb, which why would you? It's pretty frail. Like, you do that for strong Pokemon, it will never miss. I mean, if you're asleep, then it will miss, but I just mean if you put, like, Sand Attack on it or something, it's not gonna miss its attack. And it's deciding to just use Tackle. Okay. Pikachu! We can probably take out Pikachu with just Hipster here. And yeah, Pikachu likes to use Double Team, so that would be kind of scary if you're not lucky. So his thing would be scary to me, but Pikachu doesn't do too much damage. The next Pokemon is what I'm actually afraid of. And this thing is more scary in, like, yellow because it's the only Pokemon in its higher level. Raichu, the evolved form of Pikachu. And you know what? I'm actually gonna... You know what? I'm gonna be a fool. I haven't learned my lesson. I'm gonna try Hypnosis and see if I can win against this thing. Okay, never mind. I'm being paralyzed. I'm sort of not scared of this thing, but I also kind of, if it, like, sets up enough double teams, it could be kind of threatening. But the one thing I kind of miss about Raichu is that in Generations 1 and 2... Oh, he's... Okay, so this is the first instance of a trainer having a full heal. Which is, of course, just cures a status effect. And you know what? Yeah, that should be a sign that I should switch out. And yep, just spreading paralysis. That's the electric trainer's way. But yeah, the thing I miss about Raichu is just the fact that it used to learn the move Surf. So that made it, like, competitively viable somewhat in Gen 1. It was still pretty frail and had pretty crappy stats, but it at least gave it a use, and I do like how in Gen 7 it gained a psychic electric typing where it actually surfs on its thing. That's a good little reference. And with that, Lieutenant Surge is done. A little easier than Misty, but a lot harder than Brock. That's the way I would describe it. Now that's a shocker! If you have Squirtle, then maybe it'll be a bit more difficult, but I have an Ivysaur, it's fine. Fine then, take the Thunder Badge! I really wanted it, and I'll just keep doing the voice. The Thunder Badge cranks up your Pokemon speed! It also lets your Pokemon fly lightning quick anytime, kid! You're special, kid! Take this! Yeah, rest in peace to his voice actor, or his actor. He was really cool. Pay my respects to him. Phew, that match was electric! No kidding, I got paralyzed by all my main party members got paralyzed in that fight. I gotta heal. And I could have used Dugtrio, and Dugtrio makes this fight just a joke because 1, it's higher level, and 2, it knows, like, ground moves, so it's pretty much just a free win. And we're not done with this episode, by the way. I'm gonna try to progress a little further since, well, that fight was somewhat easy, so I just decided, hey, why not just continue on? We are not done yet. What we're gonna be doing in this episode is we're also gonna try to move on to the next area. We're gonna try to make our way to our next dungeon. Kind of do what we did during the Brock episode, where we take on the next route. And the next route's actually up here. As you can see, there's this tree in the way, and now that we have the move cut, we can get rid of it. Let's fight this girl. You have Pokemon with you. You're mine. You just say that to any Pokemon trainer? Alicia has an Oddish on her team, which we can take out easily. And actually, I think something's coming up that you guys are going to be pretty excited for. Oh, well, first, let's confuse this Oddish. There we go. Just get used to paralysis. And here's, yeah, I was gonna say Oddish is Fire Red, and then there's the Leafgreen exclusive, the Bellsprout. And there was something I mentioned in a previous video where I said there was a Pokemon we didn't find over by the daycare area. Well, I'll tell you this Pokemon since we haven't encountered it yet. It's Meowth. Y'all know him, y'all love him. He's Team Rocket's ace Pokemon, and he's really cool. Not just in the anime, he's also cool in battle because he technically knows some Dark type moves. So in this game, he's kind of a pseudo Dark type. which he wasn't in Gen 1. In Gen 1, he was known for just being fast and being able to crit things. But he's actually... they buffed him in this remake because he can learn Dark-type moves and use them pretty well. And with that, Hipster grew to level 26! Is this it? Because there's something that's coming up. I mentioned it at the beginning of this fight, and I'm just curious if it's this level or not. I'm curious if it's level 26 or level 27 when this happens. Take the girl, Alicia. You deceived me! It is! Let's go! Hipster's evolving! That wasn't too bad at all, honestly. And Hipster evolves into... Hypno! Let's go! Congratulations, your Hipster evolved into a Hypno! And let's read on Hypno's Pokédex, because it's pretty infamous in this game. It's a source of horror stories, is what I'm gonna say. So let's switch over to it, because it's kind of creepy. When it locks eyes with an enemy, it will use it... Okay, it's not in this game. But in Fire Red, I believe it has a creepy entry where it talks about abducting children, which is actually pretty creepy for a Psychic type. In other games, it's a lot more wholesome, because in, like, other games, it's more like talking about how... Like, I think in Sun and Moon is the best example, because it actually says that people brought it to the island to be used as a source of helping people sleep, which is actually pretty nice. But, creepy entries aside, there's a lot of horror stories about, like, freaking Hypno, and there was, like, that one Pokemon fan ROM I remember, where it was, like, it took place in this game, and it was about this evil Hypno who kidnapped people, and you were one of them. I think it was called Hypno's Lullaby or something, and it was a pretty creepy little fan thing. That's not the reason I like Hypno. I like Hypno mainly just because, even though I kind of like its creepy style, but I also kind of like its abilities in this game. Like, for starters, it learns Hypnosis, and it still keeps the move. It keeps the ability Insomnia, and it's in the site. I was gonna say it's basically a tankier version of Alakazam. Like, Alakazam cannot take hits for shit, but Hypno can actually take a few hits, and it learns a move that raises its defense and attack, which is kind of odd, but I think it can be used essentially to basically power up its Shadow Balls. Yeah, as you can say, it's got some its attack stat is not low, which is surprising for a Psychic type, and its special defense is through the roof. That's pretty unique, I gotta say. Wahaha! I was bored, eh? Oh, I should have kept Hypno out. Oh well. I'll probably switch out next Pokemon. Next up is Onix. Okay, well I could have evened the experience evenly, but whatever. Okay, Hiker Jeremy, keep it coming, eh? Well, in this next fight I might be able to show the power of Hypno. Yeah, this guy might be a good example. Let's let Hipster do her thing. Who's that walking there with the good-looking Pokemon? If you honestly think Hypno's good-looking, well, okay then. He's got a kind of a he's got kind of a weird looking nose. He's kind of got like a weird lemongrab looking nose. But it's a more powerful Psychic type. And I do like its sprite in this game, where it's just holding its little pendulum. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, This thing wrecks house, though. And I gotta mention this thing in competitive because technically it's a really good underused Pokemon. Like, it's not overused. It can't be overused because Alakazam exists, but this thing is basically is the UU Alakazam, but it's more tanky, and I appreciate that. Because I like more beefier mons that can take hits. It's kind of why I like Bronzong in Gen 4. I didn't like Bronzong as a kid because literally I thought it stole fights, but in this game I like more tankier Pokemon and more strategic Pokemon to work around, like Ivysaur here. And as well as, I got up early to make sure my Pokemon evolved from cocoons. I think that's what he said. Bugcatcher Brent. And yep, he actually smart and uses, you know, Beedrill. I think he also uses a Butterfree. But hey, this guy's actually smart. He's using a Beedrill. Oh, stop! I didn't mean to press that. Nah. But yeah, we're flying through these battles. Got some pretty OP Pokemon now. And we're about to get a new Pokemon, honestly. I didn't want to mention it, but we are about to get a third party member. There was a certain Pokemon I thought we would get later, but apparently you can get it pretty soon. And we're probably going to run into it in the next route up ahead, but we're going to probably catch it next episode, maybe. Yeah, we could catch it this episode. We are starting to get pretty high level. Well, let's fight this bug catcher. You're probably go, my super bug Pokemon. Well, you're probably not as super as that one guy we just fought who had a Beedrill. And there we go, back to disappointing bug types. I'm like dunking on Caterpie. Because literally it's Caterpie, what can it do? String Shot? And that's even worse because it's weak to Psychic. There's how the previous guy was how you do a bug Pokemon team in Gen 1, and then this guy is literally what you don't do. Oh! Okay, this is a new Pokemon, a Venonat. It's also weak to... It's bug poison as well, but... I'd say Venonat is at least interesting. You see it, at least... You see it later in the games. My bugs! Well, your bugs are dead, kiddo. And I'll try to avoid this trainer here. I want to go into this next route here. Route 10! And here's the next Pokemon Center, and there's the next dungeon. Which we will tackle the next dungeon later. Welcome to our Pokemon Center. Would you like to heal? Yeah, of course we would. And I think now we don't actually need to use we don't need to use Dugtrio for Cut anymore. We can just put Dugtrio away. But it was cool we caught one, because they're rare in Diglett Tunnel. The best way you find one is just to use the repel trick I mentioned earlier. And you know what? I will bring Tempchew back. Yeah, I'll bring Tempchew back out. Tempchew, I'm gonna teach you a new move. I'm gonna teach you the move Flash. I think I taught it already, but I want to make sure I did. Yep, I taught it already. Good. And let's talk to this guy here, because I'm pretty sure he's an aide. Oh, Doc, I've been looking for you. It's me, the ever-present aides to Professor Oak. That poor man. If your Pokemon is complete a data of 20 species, I'm supposed to gift you a reward from Professor Oak. He entrusted me with this Everstone. So, Doc, let me ask you, have you gathered? Yes, I have. We got an Everstone, which makes it so your Pokemon don't evolve. If you ever played at Gen 4 and ever did that one trade with that one lady, Mindy, you remember the pain of this Everstone. It's not the same one, mind you, but that'd be funny lore. To somehow throw Everstone from Red's hands into this demonic lady's hands. Because what she does is, she puts an Everstone on her Haunter so you can't get an instant Gengar. How dare she! There's a lot of hate groups, and I'm glad that she gets hate as a character, because, man, I'm so pissed that that happens. And we're gonna end this episode off by catching a new Pokemon. Let's see if it's on this route, because I'm pretty sure it's on this route. Hey, there it is! A Voltorb! Yeah, Voltorb's gonna be our... Remember that whole Pokemon I was saying that would replace Tenchu? Yeah, Voltorb was gonna be that Pokemon. And let's put it to sleep. I'm kind of scared of killing it. So I might do the whole leech-like strategy on it. Or better yet, I'll have Tenchu try to help me weaken it, because Tenchu's kind of weak. Okay, that was short-lived. I just hope Tenchu's not too pissed that we're just replacing him. I could use Thunder Shock too, because that is pretty much not going to do not very effective damage, but I'll try Quick Attack. Yeah, okay, it's good. I want to get it into the red, so I'm going to kind of do something risky. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to be safe and use Thunder Shock. That's okay. And let's see. That should be in the red now. Yep, that's good. It's gonna charge. Go, Pokeball! That's what they say in the anime. There we go! Voltorb is caught! And I got the perfect name for it, too. Voltorb, the ball Pokemon. And you know what balls do? They roll. To those that you said drop, get your mind out of the gutter. They roll. He's rolling! Let's see. That's not I need to use the other thing. He's rolling! With the... He's the rolling ball. And let's get out of this grass. Which, I want to show... Okay, never mind, I don't have Dugtrio out. But if you use the move Cut on the grass, it actually cuts the grass in this game, which is a nice attention to detail. Anyway, we got a new team member, we evolved our second party member, and yeah, our team's really coming along, guys. In the next episode, we're going to be taking on the next dungeon, but I might show off... I might dedicate the first half of the episode to fighting the rest of those trainers and showing off the power of Rollin, who has the moves. He has the ability Soundproof, which is the ability I wanted, and he has the moves Tackle, Charge, and Screech. But yeah, next episode we're going to be showing Rollin off in battle, and we're going to be taking on the next dungeon, of course. So yeah, look forward to that, peeps. Let me save the game, of course. And, well, this is Middle Kid Doc, signing out.